glacier erosion. Now there is snow falling, snowflakes, and they can then melt, thaw and freeze again, and they are forming then firn, and then more and more falling on top of each other, pressing more onto it, and then more and more air is coming out and it forms glacier ice, bluish glacier ice, and then it can start to move downhill a mountain, and then it's a glacier. And this glacier causes erosion. One possibility is freeze and thaw. Water can come into cracks in the rocks, and when the water is then freezing and forms ice, the water is expanding. By the process of water freezing to ice, it is expanding, and thereby it cracks the rock and it shatters the rock and has it then with it and transport this piece then with it. And there can be plucking. The water is freezing, or the ice is freezing onto the rock, and then the glacier is moving and then rips the rock out of it. And if such rocks are then within the glacier, or the material carried with the glacier of these rocks are called moraine. With it, they can then scratch over the ground as abrasion. So these rocks then in the ice can scratch over the ground, causing abrasion. And all these rocks transported with the glacier are called moraine, and they can be deposited later on then down at the end of the glacier in different ways. Maybe as big boulders, big rocks which are standing way far behind where they were picked up, or as drumlins, such flat hills, and so on. That is according to Geography by Jane Ferretti and Brian Grassley on the page 22 and 23. The positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entities spoken.